The Education Channel presents District Digest, an inside look at the Collier County Public School District. First, the latest news.
Thanks for joining us. Here's what's happening.
Leading by Example, a unique program is showing high schoolers that it is never too early to start mentoring.
And it's helping to boost literacy skills at the same time.
Teen Trend Center is a program that works along with the high schoolers at Naples High School, and they come once a week to Poinsy Elementary School and work with students who are at times having difficulties in reading, and they get paired up with a high schooler, and the high schooler then in return develops lesson plans and comes here and reads to them and teaches them various reading strategies.
You know why we need plants?
For oxygen.
Oxygen.
And air to breathe.
Okay, that's good.
At Naples High School, we have a teaching academy, so our students are already within our program and they're interested in the teaching profession, so they are selected as the upper level students in our program. So they have been in the teaching academy for 2 or 3, some 4 years.
We just come in and I usually ask him like what he did that weekend or something like that, and then we start reading, and then after we read we go on to our questions and stuff.
We have these books here, and we start off with certain things like activities, and then we start reading, and you would do things like ask about what they did before they came in, introduce the topic you're doing, and then show the vocabulary words. And then during the reading, you would ask your partner about certain things. And then you point out the photographs and say, oh, do you know what this is, or some things like that. And then after that, you do things to recap on what you read and like learn new, different vocabulary words.
It's pretty good for me because I'm learning more of understanding the development of children while he's learning more comprehension of reading.
It's a great impact, not only academically but as well emotionally.
It is a win-win. Everything that they do is positive, and what's better than that?
Now, coming up on this edition of District Digest, we'll talk with our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kamela Patton, in a double segment about several hot topics.
Then we'll learn about the upcoming virtual town hall meeting that will address college and career readiness.
And finally, we'll visit with Champions for Learning and find out about their new college and career program.
That's all straight ahead on this edition of District Digest. Plus,
this is Tracy Collier. Join me for a special feature here on District Digest coming up in about 10 minutes. We'll tell you what's cool in school. Please stay with us here on the Education Channel, your window to education.
On the air on Comcast Cable 99 and online at collierschools.com.
Do you have time on your hands and just love being with kids? We may have the perfect employment opportunity for you as a Collier County Public Schools guest teacher. The welcome guests in our classrooms who were formerly known as substitute teachers. Benefits of guest teaching include the flexibility of working full-time or part-time and on your own schedule.
I've always been a stay-at-home mom. I still feel like that stay-at-home mom because of the flexibility of the hours, the non-planning that I have to do. It's ready for me when I come in each day.
The biggest benefit of all, being able to help students.
It's a passion that I have, and started it 15 years ago, and I'm still going strong because of the kids.
Want to feel the passion yourself? You must have a minimum of an associate's degree and be at least 21 years of age. Guest teaching is a perfect fit for a college student pursuing a teaching career and for a retiree, especially a retired teacher wanting to return to the classroom. But anyone is welcome to apply. Do so today at collierschools.com.
District Digest continues with a special feature.
Welcome to District Digest. I'm Greg Turketta. Joining us is our special guest of the day, Dr. Kamela Patton, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Patton, you are here with a very big announcement. What is it?
We are excited. This week we're going to be rolling out a new brand. We started on this whole mission almost 3 years ago when we realized we really have an outdated logo, and given our terrificness of our technology and all the different pieces that we put together here, we wanted to update our logo, update our website, make it even more user-friendly, and also create a tagline and look at different components of how we can also start a district app that will help us reach more into our community.
Let's start with the logo, because this is something, if you walk around the admin center, you'll see there's been different versions, different colors, but this is really a step forward, isn't it?
It is, and it's a step forward because first and foremost, when we had our strategic plan survey questions several years ago, one of the questions we asked people is, how do you know us by? And currently on our logo, that was not what people told us that they know us by, although that is our legal name and that won't change on any kind of legal documents. But really, people did know us as Collier County Public Schools and CCPS. So that was really important to us, is to move that ahead and be known and shown as how people know us. We also want to give that refreshed look to our logo, so we actually did a survey. We actually put a survey out there in the community, and we heard back from 4,000 people, well, over 4,000 people. But let me just take one step back. Did we just decide to do this, or did we get guidance? The answer is we did decide to do it, and we did get guidance. We had wonderful folks in our community that came and sat with me during our CEO briefings on marketing, gave us lots of ideas as we went to think about changing our brand. From there, one of the participants from FGCU, a professor, actually had 2 different semesters of her students helping us and giving them a real-world experience, but also letting us take advantage of her marketing skills. So we were really thrilled to put out there 3 different logos that our internal staff created and let the community help give us input, including our teachers and other staff members. We also did that with the tagline because we want to be known for something. So we're very excited about both of those things, the logo and the tagline that's coming this week.
Since you've been superintendent, you've pushed technology use by our students. One of the new rollouts you have is a new app and a redesigned website. Is this in line with that push for us to use technology?
Absolutely. So we had already made great strides on our website, but this is just taking it to another level. What we tried to do is we're going to make, as we move forward, each and every page very user-friendly. What's the most important information on that page, and be sure that's front-loaded, front and center. We have a different look. We have it much cleaner, but we are very excited because we had already heard lots of great feedback on our website, so we know that taking this to this next level is going to make a big difference. And a district app, I mean, my goodness, when we took that survey, 97% of the people said they have some kind of a mobile device. So why shouldn't we be even more connected with them on the devices? In the last year, we've rolled out that you can see our school board meetings, our workshops, different things right on your app, but this is far different. This you can customize. So if you had kids in 2 or 3 schools, you can actually select and follow those specific schools. If you're a community member, you might live near a school and want to select that. And even if you don't have kids or are not interested in specific schools, you can see things right in your hands. And when you'd ask, well, how do we choose what's on there? We actually went back and looked to see what areas of our website get the most hits so that we were sure of putting in that application or that app, the different activities that people have chosen to select the most.
As the chief communicator for the school district, it's a large district, there's a lot of communicating to do. These tools are integral as to what you're trying to do, aren't they?
Without any question. The more that we can have people know what we're doing, the more that we can continue to stay connected and hear from people, and most importantly, push out information so they too can be as proud of our system as we are.
Okay, the critics in the room are going to ask, oh, this must be expensive to do all of this work. Is this something that took a lot of money, or is a lot of it in-house work?
So almost all of it's in-house work, and first off, again, we want to back up to the very original grouping of the CEO briefings. All those folks donated their time to help us out. They followed up with calls. From there, we have an outstanding communication staff, and they did a lot of this work, all the creating the surveys, again mentioning and putting out the first taglines for us, the first logos for us with everybody's input. So all that was done internally, and even as we moved to the district app, we were able to talk to an existing vendor we have who did not charge us more. They built it into that exact cost. So we're really happy that we were able to do this very, very inexpensively. And then too, on this rollout, we're not going to try and change everything at once. The main things that will change are the things right here in the district administration center that need to be changed, things that people would see at a board meeting as you walk in the building, just those few pieces. From there, as people use up their letterhead, they'll just order the new letterhead with that stationery. As they use up their business cards, they'll order that. So we're not trying to say, let's go to a school and take down a big school marquee sign that might have the old district logo. As that sign gets changed, so too will this.
So it's a big week of innovation.
It is, and it's very exciting. We're looking forward to having media here, and we'll have iPads for them to be trying things right on the spot, and just very exciting. It's been the culmination of many, many years of thinking, doing, planning, and again, want to thank all the different community members that have helped us, the community members that help vote, as well as our staff that help vote and give us their input about where we're going in this direction.
And those in the staff and the faculty that have actually seen an advanced look, they take pride in what they're seeing. They like it.
Without any question. I just think it's that cleaner, fresher, updated look, and that's what technology brings with you, is always updated, fresh look. So very excited.
All right, shifting gears, we got another big event coming up in just a couple of weeks, round 2 of the Town Hall series.
Right, so we're very excited. So this year we had taken a new format. Instead of having our 6 Town Hall meetings where we had gone throughout the county to cover the areas, they were more State of the Union, and they were great for that time. But moving forward at this point, we wanted to capture topics and subjects. So we had an outstanding one this past fall on early childhood education, but coming up on February 12th at 6 o'clock, we're asking people to join us here live at the Administration Center, out in Immokalee at iTech, or down in Everglades. And if you can't physically be here, tune in to us. We're going to be actually live on our web. That means you can see it on your mobile app. It also means you can see it on the education channel and different formats. So what we're excited about is that this is another important topic, because since I've been here, I think that we kind of reflect around America that we're a little late in getting kids to think about college and career when they're already in high school. So we're really aiming this for middle school parents and then our high school, but really trying to push middle school parents to join us and students live. We'll also have it taped, so if there is no way you can see it, you can come back around and watch it on our web.
Let's talk about that middle school component, because I think that's the part of this that's going to make parents sit back and go, whoa, I was assuming freshman year of high school, then towards junior year, maybe we're looking at scholarships, but Collier County Public Schools offers so many different career and college readiness tracks, right? That 6th, 7th grade, we got to look at this?
That's the point. We wait too late when we wait until the spring of their 8th grade year, and then they're handed a sheet, oh, sign up for your classes. So we're really trying to push this in middle school to think, what kind of a pathway do you want? Is it college? Is it military? Is it going into our industry certification so you can leave us with a career right out of high school? What is it, 2-year, 4-year? But whatever it is, let's start thinking about it then. We're going to be having another segment of your show, and we'll come back and talk about our 7th graders going to visit a college campus that will have a career college campus visit. And that's going to be important too. But really, it's about, like, when we talk about scholarships, just for 1 second, when you wait until your junior, senior year, it's just too late. We need to know that our kids have to write a senior essay. So what does that mean? They need to show what leadership positions they are. So in middle school, we need you to think, what kind of activity do you like so you can show leadership? Are you into yearbook? That means you need to join in 9th grade right away. You can't be the yearbook editor in 12th grade. So those are those kind of conversations we're having. We actually have all of our 7th graders this year have taken an interest survey. So we're already starting to make sure that collectively across the board, we're tapping into our kids, having them think about what is that career pathway for them.
So if I'm a parent of a middle school student, certainly a high school student, I need to be here February 12th.
Without any question.
There will be a vendor fair in the lobby, so
Correct.
There's all kinds of information from all the organizations, a panel with a very wide cross-section of expertise.
Correct, and that panel we also want to just take a second to say, again, what we're doing is this isn't a Collier County Public School issue, this is a community-based issue. We want to be sure our kids are ready to come back, work here in Collier. How do we do that? It's a community that puts this together. So on that panel, we'll only have a couple of our district staff members. The rest are all community members, and we're really proud about that, to try and show it's a collective effort that helps our kids on a college and career pathway, not just Collier County Public Schools.
So February 12th at 6 o'clock, our College and Career Readiness Town Hall kicks off. 3 different locations. Make sure you're here. Dr. Patton, thank you for joining us and taking time out of your very busy schedule during this very hectic school second half of the school year. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Collier County Public Schools.
Today's learners.
Tomorrow's leaders.
Welcome to the CCPS app.
These days, it's all about staying connected on the go.
The CCPS app does it all.
Information for parents, teachers, students, staff,
all in one place.
The home page gives you all the information you need to know about the district.
The side panel gives you access to everything, from calendars to lunch menus. This is also where you select the schools you want to follow. Then, with a simple swipe, you can access information about your selected schools, get the latest news and events, even access My Grades.
Wait a second, are you sure we really want to do that?
You can also easily share what you're seeing. Bus running late? Share it.
The best part, you can customize what you want to see.
View the calendar of just one school or multiple schools.
You know we're all about social media. Never miss a tweet with one-tap access to the CCPS Twitter feed.
And you can sign up for alerts that you don't miss out on an emergency at school.
Get connected. Download the CCPS app today.
Available now in both Apple App and Google Play stores.
District Digest continues as we open your window to education, taking you inside the classroom so you can see what's cool in school. With BYOD, STEM, and today's cool school technology, here's Dr. Tracy Collier.
Using design creation and problem-solving activities, kindergarten through second grade students at Sable Palm Elementary School are experiencing real-world integration of concepts in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, or STEM. In the STEM lab, activities shift away from learning isolated facts to experience-based inquiry with major opportunities for both independent and collaborative learning. Recently, second grade students engaged in bridge building with the guidance of their STEM coach, Melissa Rodriguez.
Sometimes I give them steps that they can use to solve the problem. Other times I give them a set of materials and ask them, how could you use these materials to solve this problem? In this case, they had a challenge where they're designing a bridge, and they have two challenges because they have to design a bridge that can hold the most amount of weight, but also it costs the least amount of money. So they're looking at focusing on their math skills as well. And then taking it through. They have a drawing that they need to do with labels to show exactly what they're working on. And they're always working in groups, so just that part of it, the discussion has been really good for them to problem solve and discuss their ideas in their groups.
The design and testing process wasn't always easy. Carlos, an inquisitive second grader at Sable Palm Elementary, explains.
We had some problems. Sometimes we got wrong things. When we were supposed to do it on the bottom, we actually still did it on the top of like the construction paper. And when we did it on top of the construction paper, it kind of holded a little bit, but they were not taped together. So we taped them together, 2 strips, so it wouldn't rip apart. And we used like 4 balls of clay and 2 plastic straws for each one, and we put them on there, and then we should use some other construction paper, and when we do that, it should make it like stronger with some things to hold, and then it would hold more.
Facilitating these wonderful, engaging STEM activities at a young age promotes student interest in exploring science, technology, engineering, and mathematics that can ultimately lead to exciting STEM careers in the future. And now you know what's cool in school.
You're watching District Digest on the Education Channel.
Well, our next guest on District Digest is Dr. Peggy Ani, the Executive Director of Secondary Programs for the school district. Peggy, good to have you on the program.
Great to be here, thank you.
Now, we have coming up our second virtual town hall meeting. It's coming up in February. Tell us what the topic is this time.
Well, our town hall in November was focused on early childhood education. It was a great event.
Yep.
So we're very excited about our second town hall being the college and career readiness. So that will be our focus, and we'll again have it here at the Administrative Center with satellite locations at Everglades City School and Immokalee Technical Center, and that'll be on February 12th.
Mm-hmm. And it was so great to bring those 3 communities together, and it's truly interactive. Tell us about the panelists this time. Who are we going to be bringing to the table?
Well, we're very excited to have a diverse group of panelists that really have some expertise in various areas. We'll have a representative from Southwest Florida Workforce Development Board, State University System, as well as our local university, FGCU.
Very nice.
And of course, our school system expertise. We have Yolanda Flores joining us from Lorenzo Walker Technical High School and Lorenzo Walker Institute of Technology, along with Chris Smith, who's our counseling coordinator, grades 6 through 12. And I'm also honored to join the panel. And we look forward just to sharing some really great information about college and career readiness.
And I know initially some people might think, well, this is obviously then for my high school child, but our target audience is more broad than that.
Most definitely. We're looking at students in grades 6 through 12 and parents, most importantly as well, to share in that experience, start having that dialogue at home that's already happening, but hopefully we can lend some new information and expand on some of the topics that students and parents are interested in.
So again, the format is the same as it was the first time. We're going to have some questions that will be posed to the panelists, but then we're also going to be taking those questions from the audience and questions that perhaps we've been able to gather from the general public leading up to the town hall.
Most definitely. It is interactive. We look forward to questions that are generated during the town hall, also those that maybe were sent in ahead of time in preparation for the event. And just again, looking to really bring the community together to talk about this really important topic.
Just off the top of your head, what are some of the things that parents might expect to take away from this meeting? What are some of the information items that they will be given?
Well, our diverse panel will be able to share what are some opportunities locally in terms of careers that students can look forward to. Also, what are technical and career education opportunities that are here? And also for students looking at college preparatory, what are some ways to fund college? What are some ways to really enhance my repertoire, my skills as I look to apply to colleges? So we want to share a lot of information across the board, regardless of what a student is planning to do or where their path may take them, so that we can offer information for a large audience.
And again, because we're targeting and opening it up and you're looking at even those students in middle school, like you said, it's never too early to start that conversation, because you know, the more and more that we go, there's so much more out there that the earlier we start to know what path we're going to go, or at least have that information, the better prepared we are when the time comes.
Yes, we look at transition starting very early from our 5th to 6th graders as we get them excited to go into middle school, our 8th to 9th graders as we do high school visits, and our 7th graders will have a unique college and career experience this year as well. So it really does start in the middle school, and then we continue those efforts on into high school and really help students to tailor their individual goals to those outcomes.
So Peggy, let's talk about the night. It's Thursday, February 12th, and it's going to be from 6 to 7, but then there's something happening from 5 to 6 as well.
Yes, most definitely. We invite attendees to come in early. There will have community partners that will be in the lobby and with some information, as well as some information at ITech and Everglades City School. And then we'll go right into our panel discussion at 6 p.m. and we invite those that want to come in person. We'll also have it streaming on our website.
Perfect. Another great night. I'm so looking forward to this topic, and this is something that I think is so necessary and so informative for everyone.
Most definitely. Looking forward to it as well.
Great. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
District Digest presents a community update.
Our final guest today is Jessica Tucker. She's the Director of Programs for Champions for Learning. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
We're here to talk about a new program for 11th graders. Explain to me what this program is all about.
We're very excited to have this new program at our on-site location. Thanks to the Schultz Foundation, we've been able to open an on-site lab, and this is open to all Collier County. We took a small group of seniors already, but now it's open to juniors, so they'll work for the rest of their junior through senior year at our on-site lab, and it's a very focused college and career program to get them ready for college or whatever the next step is after high school.
What kind of things are students going to experience at this lab?
It's a really neat opportunity because the students are going to get not only the structured curriculum of where they're going to come in and get some college and career prep, they're going to get ACT, SAT prep, but then they're also going to have some tools and resources that they can access from their home that'll be web-based. They'll get volunteers coming in doing the ACT, SAT prep. They're going to get tasks and checklists to work on, so then we make sure that they're on track for whatever the next step or the next benchmark is that they need to be hitting to be ready for college or even a career if they're going right into the workforce.
Wonderful. So what are the eligibility requirements for a student to get
The
involved?
student needs to have passed the FCAT, have at least a 2.5 GPA, have good attendance and good behavior in high school. The great part is there's no income requirements. So like some of our other programs, this is pretty much open to everybody as long as you have the 2.7 GPA, pass the FCAT, and good attendance and good behavior.
And where do we find an application for this?
At the Champions for Learning website, we have applications open there, and you can email them or fill them out right there on their website.
And why did this program come about? What need are you trying to fill here?
Well, some of the information that we learned from our on-site lab coordinator at Golden Gate High School, we learned that the need is greater than just at Golden Gate High School, that the students all across Collier County need to be ready for not only college, but whatever career they're going to go into after high school. So filling that gap and offering it to all the schools and all the students really fills a gap in the community for getting those students ready for college.
What is the most exciting part of this program that you're looking forward to seeing in action?
I think just working with the students one-on-one as they've come in and signed the commitment contract to be part of the program, because they do have to be part of a weekly commitment that they'll come once a week to the lab. Just learning their stories, what their interests are, how much they've already accomplished, but they just don't know those next steps, those next pieces that they need to take to get to that next level of their education or preparedness for their next level, and helping them see that they can achieve that is just so rewarding.
Great. Now I know junior year is a crucial year, so just to any juniors that are out there, what should they be doing right now?
Definitely filling out, looking at what colleges you want to fill out applications for at the beginning of your senior year. It's never too early to start looking at those schools. Look at your scores to make sure you're on track for if you're going to qualify for Bright Futures, to know the deadlines for that college that you want to apply for, not only the application deadlines, the financial aid deadlines, scholarship deadlines. It's really important to know those before you even get to senior year, because if you miss one, you could miss a very crucial piece of the puzzle.
Great. Now let's talk about some volunteer opportunities that you might have available for students.
For students, to work with the students, we have some volunteer opportunities in our office where you could come in and share your career, your experience, just to broaden their horizons. A lot of students don't realize some careers and futures that they could have right here in their own backyard. So coming in and sharing your experience that you have here, or if you have specialties in ACT or SAT prep, that's one of the things that we also offer through the program to help the students. So we bring in those volunteers to help the students as well.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you would like to highlight of what's happening at Champions for Learning?
Just a lot of growth, and we're very excited to have the juniors applying now and look forward to seeing more applications.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Jessica,
thank you
for joining us. And we thank all of our guests, and we thank you for watching. For Leanne Zinzer, Greg Turketta, and all of us here at the Education Channel, I'm Katie Tanner. We'll see you next time.
Join us again for District Digest, your inside look at the Collier County Public School District. The show is produced by the District Communications and Community Engagement Department and the Education Channel, your window to education.